Good evening and what is up, chuckleheads? It's your boy, Mr. J. Berg, and
Colton Drake.
yeah, it's my Colton Drake guy over there. And this is episode 22, like Taylor Swift, yo.
What? That's how old she is.
We've been writing the dumbest raps ever for the last 30 minutes.
We haven't been writing any of them.
I'm sorry, we have been freestyling.
We've been freestyling, dude. Just free bars out for
No
the
big
world.
deal.
You can have them.
Free barring. Boom. Free barring, free balling. That's what we've been doing. You guys, it's episode
Hashtag
22. Oh, we just lost our only 18 listeners left. Yeah, it is episode 22. We were thrown for a loop. We were supposed to do Nimesh Patel's special, but Nimesh Patel and Netflix postponed that special for like 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
So what are you doing right now? Are you looking at the camera and like making gestures toward it?
No, I'm making gestures at the Netflix TV.
All right, but anyway, I was just very confused. All right,
Sorry.
So anyway, so we couldn't do Nimesh Patel. So instead, we brought in the lefty. Brought in a replacement. You got to stop doing that. You're freaking me out, dude. You're like pantomiming to the camera, and I don't even know if we're gonna do a camera part here. This is gonna be real weird. Anyway, so we got instead we're doing Rosebud Baker's Mother Lode special that came out in January or February. I think it was February actually this year. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. How was your week last week?
It was so good.
So totally good.
So totally
you guys do
good.
anything?
I went to Laura's roast, Laura Branning's birthday
the roast of Laura Branning.
Yeah. That was fun.
Cool.
That was cool.
That was on Saturday, right?
Yep. It was on Saturday. And then after that, I tried to link up with you on Lego Fortnite.
Oh, that's right. And you passed out.
I passed out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Happy birthday to Laura. 46 years young. Good for you, lady. Saturday night, Quincy Belt semifinal number 4, John Hodge. Congratulations on moving on to the final. And then we'll do one more semifinal,
Hodgie.
and then that's in June.
Who got second on that?
Second was JD Stevens. JD is
Nice.
unfortunately not going to be able to make the next one. He's going to be in New Orleans for the last chance. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. But anyway, I did that, and then I did my taping for Make Me Famous over in Tacoma. Thank you to Bark for having me out there. Wish I would have done better. It was all right. All right, DMX. Let's keep it going. But yeah, that was cool. I appreciate them having me out there. Like I said, wish I would have done better, but did pretty well. I'll be able to clip some good stuff up. We're still waiting on your Make Me Famous, but once it comes out, man,
I'm starting to not believe in it.
it's not gonna happen. You're like,
I'm like, I don't know if this is happening.
maybe Santa isn't coming this year.
Yeah.
It's like, am I Jehovah's Witness again? And Santa's not coming? This sucks.
Yep.
So yeah, that was fun. I mean, I had a good week, and other than a little bit of Facebook drama during the week, shit happens. Not a big deal.
Hella FB drum.
FB drum. But yeah, so I was good. I had a good week.
Nice, dude.
New listeners, you ready for them?
Hit it.
Welcome to the Sus Squad,
Gets
Nova Scotia, Canada. We've got a new area of Canada.
I
Thank you,
didn't know
Nova
Nova
Scotia.
Scotia was
Nova
in
Scotia,
Cannes.
dude.
I didn't know Nova Scotia was in Cannes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
cool.
God.
Dude, I feel like what's good about this pod is I'm learning more and more about geog, and I like that.
You have to stop. You have to stop, dude. You have to stop truncating every word. Stop trunking words, yo.
Stop. My G.
I hate you so much. We got new listeners in 2 new countries. We got Norway and Bolivia.
Yeah.
Nors and Bolivs, dude. Nors and Bolivs. I can't even do it right. That's the thing. You're good at it.
Thanks.
I'm terrible at it.
Thank you.
Bolivia. Thank you, Bolivia. Thank you, Norway.
Big
and
Norway guy.
Yeah, big Norway, dude.
I love Norway.
Make Bolivia.
That's
and
where
Norway.
black metal came from. You know that?
Norway?
Yeah.
That's weird because isn't it all white people?
Super quiet over there. Yeah. Well, the metal. Yeah.
I thought it was like only. Isn't it Scandinavia? Isn't it like?
Black metal, I think, is from Norway.
No, I know but no, I'm saying
There's no
Scandinavia.
black people
Scandinavia
in
isn't-
black metal. I mean, there might be now.
Right,
There
I'm
wasn't.
saying I get it, but Scandinavia isn't a country. I don't believe it's an area. It's like Norway, Sweden, and Denmark ish areas.
I think it was Norway that.
Yeah. Okay. Norse. Yeah.
Yes. Mythology.
Yes.
Boom. Connections.
Norway. There's your geography minute with Colton and Jay. Yeah, Norway. Thank you for listening. Black metal apparently started there. Very
think
cool.
so.
Very cool.
Hey, Norway, write in. Let us know.
I mean, it's very northern, so they're it's very dark a lot up there. So you want to kill yourself
and it's
a lot.
quiet
so
too. I don't know if you've
metal
listened to black metal, but it's like
No, I don't know anything about black metal.
it's like super noisy. Like there's like no breaks really. It's just like
Oh, okay.
So, and it's weird because it's so quiet over there. And that's just like the complete opposite of what, you go outside and it's dead silent. You know what I mean?
Okay. I've never been to Norway.
I've never been.
I don't really. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I don't
It was
know.
like Norway is like this. You're like,
It's
I don't know that
super
it's
quiet.
like that.
I don't know if it's like that.
I don't know anything about Norway.
Yeah.
Don't know dick about Norway except they're good at skiing. I know that
And black metal.
they smash at skiing and black metal.
Yeah.
So that was that. Thank you, new listeners. Our beer of the week is
Coors Light. Yes.
Coors Light, water, and Pepsi for me. I'm drinking Triple Crown over here.
Yeah.
Coors Light, Taste the Rockies, Silver Bullet.
From Canada.
You know what I mean? From Canada. What?
Just kidding.
No, that's a good old American beer.
I know it. Thanks,
Golden,
Canada.
Colorado, dude. Thanks, Canada. No
Good luck
tariff
getting
on
these-
that beer.
Good luck getting these beers with the trade war, bitch. Just kidding, Canny.
Just flexing on Canada, dude. Yeah. Drake's gonna get so mad at you if you keep shitting on Canada.
I was just kidding, Drake. I was just kidding.
That's great. All right, so that's our beer of the week. And hey, let's get into the special. You ready to start tackling it here?
Yep.
All right. So here is the trailer for Rosebud Baker's second Netflix album, or excuse me, second stand-up special. This one is called The Mother Lode.
I made a rookie mistake. The second I found out I was pregnant, I told everybody I knew. But then I had to give them the news that we'd had a miscarriage, and nobody talks about miscarriage. So it was tough to give them that news. And I guess like they don't make cards for it because Hallmark doesn't think there's a market for that. Or whatever. I think you could. Honestly, I think you could make miscarriage cards. You put a baby on the front, you open it up, it just goes, psych. It's like... So finally, I was like, all right, let's do IVF. You know what I mean? Let's freeze our embryos, take the pressure off ourselves. And $20,000 later, my husband and I finally got pregnant, raw dogging it while I had COVID. I am very excited, though. We're having a girl. Thank you. Now, yeah, it's rough. It's tough for anybody to lose a pregnancy, but we're two comics, and so we do pride ourselves on our delivery. 'Cause the way I feel about my kid, it's not love. It's a brand new emotion that I don't have a name for. But, like, I love my husband, love him, but I would never put my nose in his ass to check if it's just a fart.
All right, that was the trailer for The Mother Lode.
Yo, is that the first trailer that's actually had jokes, like constant jokes?
Maybe, I don't know. It was
Like joke,
pretty
joke,
yeah,
joke.
pretty
It was
jokey.
joke dense
Pretty
for a trailer.
Joke dense trailer. Boom. As I mentioned, her second special. Her first one was called Whiskey Fists, and I think it came out in like 2020. I don't remember what that was on.
Interesting.
She's a writer for an SNL, has been for the last 5 years.
Oh, that makes sense.
She's out of New York, obviously, if you're writing for SNL. You have to be.
Avi.
She was on the show Life of Beth. I don't know that show, but I bet she was funny. She's funny. So here's her family background. She's married to another comic named Andy Haynes. Look, we both looked it up because we didn't know who it was, and she was sort of breadcrumbing like, he's from Seattle. He's bald. Like all this shit.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of one of his specials. He's all right. He's not as funny as she is, but he's
Ooh,
okay.
boom.
Oh, well, I'm better than Andy Haynes.
What? Suck it, Andy Haynes. You fucking
Why
loser.
Andy Haynes is better than me? He's married to a way funnier chick than I
Go
am.
way hard on Andy Haynes for no
Yeah,
reason.
for no reason. Yeah. So let's see what else. Her background's pretty interesting. So her dad was a big time lawyer. Her grandpa was the Secretary of Treasury and the Secretary for Reagan, and he was the Secretary of State for Bush. Isn't that incredible, dude? Her mom. It says all this stuff about her dad. It's like her dad did this. Her mom was a painter in Texas. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Like all these accomplishments, and like, she's
Her
a painter.
dad's a big time lawyer.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Who did he lawyer for?
He was just in a large firm, and I didn't go into it. I just know it was a big firm.
Yeah. You just hear big time, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
A big time firm. Yeah, I'm not sure how big of a lawyer he was, but he probably. I mean, he's in a
Small
big
time
firm.
lawyer, big time firm.
Dude, they have connections to two different presidential families. Probably doing all right. Like I said, Grandpa, Secretary of State for Reagan, and also the Secretary of Treasury for Reagan, Secretary of State for George H.W. Bush. So super connected to the Bush family, and yet she didn't tell a 15-minute shitty joke about it. Weird. Huh.
That's so crazy.
Isn't that weird?
Wow.
You can do that.
Here's the thing about this special, guys. It was really good. Unlike Chelsea Handler's dog shit special. Okay. This actually
Not
had
enough
jokes.
of you listened to our last episode. We have to reverb and go back
I
to
know
it.
you guys didn't hear it. I'll tell you. Her special was trash. What I like about Rosebud Baker,
Baker?
dude. Baker. I mean, yeah, my bad.
Whatever.
So good. It's super good.
It was really good. Yeah. Overall impressions. Obviously, you super liked
Loved
it.
Super loved.
I loved it as well. I thought it was great. It was one of my. I'm really glad we did it right after Chelsea Handler's special because I was feeling
Me too.
after doing Chelsea Handler's special, and then being called a misogynist this last week. I was like, shit, maybe I am. And then we watched this and like, oh no, I just like good comedy.
You know what I mean?
That's it. It was great too. I really thought this is one of my favorite specials we've ever done on the show.
Oh, really?
Loved it. Yep.
Top 5?
Yeah, easy. I mean, there's only 21, so I'd say probably top 3.
Top 3.
I don't have my rankings down, my ranking system down.
Mm-hmm.
Probably top 3 though. I would say.
It was good.
I have to go make a list to make sure, but it's right up there.
It was really
It's
good.
just super jokey,
Super personal.
personal, real fun. So overall impressions, that's as simple as that. I just really liked it. I thought it was a very good special.
Good impressions.
Yeah. Let's go right into Fashionista / visual.
Fashionista.
What'd you think?
Can you pull up the pic of her for me?
Oh yeah, I can do that. Start talking, but
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing about Fashionisto. It's where I go through and tell you what's fashion about this Easto.
oh my god, what does that even mean?
Nothing. Okay, so
All right.
what's interesting about this special, for one, she's going to be graded on 2 different things because,
You will be graded on 2 things.
well, she is this special, in case you guys didn't watch it, is her pregnant and then also her 11 months after having the baby.
Yeah.
So it's edited together to where you see her pregnant and then you see her not pregnant.
Mm-hmm. 8 months pregnant in one, and then about a year after she had the baby in the other. So about a year apart.
11 months.
Sorry.
Right? Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. It was
About a
she
year.
said 11 months after the pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
But it was 8 months pregnant, and it takes 9 months for it to grow to kids. So it's a year. It doesn't matter. It's
All
about
right,
a year.
yeah, we're
whatever
getting,
it
we're
is.
getting
It
into
doesn't matter. It's about a
semantics.
year.
Yeah, okay.
We are.
So here's what I liked that she did. She wore almost the same outfit. Obviously,
Very
she got
similar.
one in a maternity ward or something. But it's it's like
She had a maternity clothes on.
yeah.
And she got one in a maternity ward.
She's wearing a black shirt, black pants. And then the first one is like a tummy shirt. So she's like, or the second one, that's so after the baby, she's got a little tum hanging out.
Little tiny bit.
The tiny,
Very
you
little
could just see the button. You could see it not pierce.
See your button.
And the other one, the black
She got a
shirt
tight button.
covers the tums, so you don't see
Black
no
shirt.
tum when she's preggo.
When she's pregnant. Yeah.
But I gotta give her. I mean, okay. Here's what I like about what she did. She looks good. Okay. Now this is what I'll have to say.
Dude, land the plane.
All
buddy.
right,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Give me a sec. Let me cook. Let me cook. Okay. Here's the thing that she did is like, you know, you guys probably remember how Chelsea Handler looked bad.
Mhm.
Rosebud Baker looks good. She looks good because here's the thing, dude. It's hard to pull off bangs, right? And she does that so easily in this. And Chelsea Handler couldn't even pull off that flat hair look she had. But she looks so good with a tough cut. And so I'm going to give her 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 Prince Alps, both. Both
10 out
fits.
of 10 on both
fits.
fat and skinny.
Yeah. 'Cause
Sorry,
it's a good
pregnant.
look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she could have gone black for one, white for the other. She went black and then black again. Good move.
Yeah, I think I like the
Because visually it doesn't distract you too much, you know? This is filmed at the Comedy Cellar in New York,
yeah,
too.
the synergy between the two helps. And yeah, it's in the Comedy Cellar in New York. We're big fans of that. We've always talked about I love it when they film specials in smaller venues and particularly when they do it in, famous venues. Like I love
Well,
this
if you do the
ones.
Comedy Cellar, then I just think that you're like legit.
You're a badass, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
a badass.
for sure.
I
It's an intimate venue. It's all about. I mean, it's a no gimmicks slash like no frills type place, right? Like it looks nice, but it doesn't have anything fancy in it.
Right. You just also see just
wearing,
the little glass or whatever behind.
The mosaic, like the stained glass or whatever.
Yeah.
She's wearing all black. She's at the comedy cellar. To me, when you have a joke or have a look like that, when you're in that area, that's telling me that you're pretty confident in your jokes because you're not worried about. You're like, listen to the jokes. This is what I want you to hear. The jokes. I don't give a shit about the venue, not the venue, but you know what I mean. Like,
well,
it's not about the production. It's not about anything else. Listen to what I got to say because it's gonna be funny. You know,
and two, just
like
to be
Appaloochie.
like killing pregnant and then also just killing after the baby
yeah,
too.
like super pregnant, dude.
Yeah. She was like 9 months or something like that.
Yeah, she said I think 8. So yeah, she was right there.
I
enjoyed it.
Fashionisto, I think she looked good. I think it was a wise choice to wear a very similar outfit.
Yeah,
and even just doing the little tummy shirt on the
little tum tum
on the after pregs, after birth, after B,
after birth,
after birth.
Yeah,
I think that's a good move too because she's like, look at how skinny I am now. Look at my belly button.
Look at my button.
I like it. I think she's cool, man. I honestly think she's really cool.
I think that I really
good eyebrows. Good eyebrow gal.
Great. You're a big eyebrow guy.
I'm a big eyebrow guy, and she's got good eyebrows. She's a good eyebrow gal.
She's a good eyebrow gal. I think that. I think she. I like that. I like the. How do I say this? I'm very struggling. I'm struggling a lot for this.
Very strug.
When she does the pregnant set and she does the other set, it's kind of distracting to me at some points because like when you're listening to it more than when you're watching it, but when you're listening to it, it's like, wait, is she at the pregnant part now or not the pregnant? But there's a lot of jokes she does in both, and they kind of cut between. She does a really good job of it. She must tell her jokes very similarly every time.
In my opinion, so that was it for Fashionisto. 10 Prince Albs, both.
10 Prince Albies, dude.
Both of them. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's hard, too, to be on stage pregnant like that.
I would imagine. Yeah.
What I will say is they do this weird thing like we were talking about where they cut in between her being pregnant and not pregnant.
Yeah.
And I can see the creative direction with that. I don't think that it's necessary.
I agree.
Because you could easily just like if you downloaded this off of Netflix onto your phone and then you could just listen to the whole thing in one go, and the edits are clean, so you don't necessarily hear like where she's pregnant, where she's not pregnant. It doesn't seem to have any bearing on it at all. It was almost more just like a flex.
But she is talking about. She uses the tense of the word differently, and that's why it's a little bit confusing to me when I was listening to it because she'll be like, when she comes, when she talks about her baby, or like, when she was born, and like, okay, now I know you're talking about obviously after birth, or before, So, but remember, I think that kind of does it for.
Yeah, I just didn't think it necessarily it didn't hold that much bearing for me. Her being pregnant to like now.
It didn't really change anything. It didn't.
No.
Well, it didn't add anything. It didn't take anything away, but it didn't really add anything.
It was cool creatively. I see what you're doing, but I just didn't think it was necessary.
I mean, I kind of like. I don't know. I like the attempt. I don't think like you. I don't think it really helped, but I don't think it hurt.
I don't think it hurt. It was cool.
I mean, she was pretty fat in the pregnant part, though. I mean, come on.
Honestly, if you are going to take a weird creative direction like that, and then it doesn't help or hurt, I think that's kind of a W too, right?
Sure.
Like,
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
There is like kind of a push to like have more pregnant women like doing special. I mean, Ali Wong, I feel like she's pregnant every time she does a special, and then. I think that's I think there's some sort of movement to like normalize being pregnant, which I don't give a shit one way or the other. Fine. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I think that's probably just because like, imagine.
Just have somebody breastfeeding on stage. Just like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm telling jokes up here. What are you doing?
Milk is just squirting out.
Yeah. That's what happens when you breastfeed, dude. What are we talking about? So that is Fashionisto 10.
But that's a good point.
Prince Albert's.
I liked your point on that.
On what?
Pregnant women, dude, because that's like hard for them in the workplace, right? Like it's always a struggle if they get pregnant or whatever. And then,
sure.
And then like, they got to watch what they say or whatever. They don't want to tell jobs that they just got that they're pregnant. Like there's a whole thing with that.
There's a culture about it.
Yeah. So I think that is cool. That's a good. That's a good point.
People want to see pregnant women.
That's a good point.
Go home and get your rest.
Very non-massage review.
All right, here we go. We're going to get going with what we liked, our favorite jokes. We're going to start with Colton's favorite bit from this special, although there are a lot to choose from. So,
starting with mine.
We're going to start with Colton's. Colton, you want to set it up?
Yeah. She's at her hairdresser, and she finds out her hairdresser is into QAnon.
I don't know if you guys can still tell. It was a while ago. Don't tell me if you can. But Yeah, she joined, and this is how I found out. I showed up to get a haircut. She comes out, she was like, I gotta show you this article I read. And she showed me a meme. I was like, babe, that's a picture. And she goes, not if you're reading between the lines. Fuck. I'm like, now I gotta get a new hairdresser, which is like easy. Or I could pretend to be in QAnon, which is a lot easier. Okay, I've talked to a flat earther before. You just sit there and you go like, whoa, that's crazy. And then it's over, you know. I think every woman knows how to do that. So I'm sitting in her chair and I'm listening to all this horse shit. And one of the things that she really, to her core, believes is that there's rich people, like a cabal of rich people, drinking children's blood. And that's fine if you want to believe that, okay? But I was raised by rich people, and you sound poor. It's not giving wealth. I mean, if you were raised by rich people or anywhere near them, you know rich people don't fucking touch their children. There's
All right, there it was.
That's my favorite joke. Dude.
All right,
it's
there you
so
go.
funny.
What'd you explain yourself? What'd you like about it?
Oh, I love the end of it, of just being like, that's sounding poor.
That's yeah.
I
You
love
sound
it.
poor.
You sound poor. I think that's
That's
so
not what
funny.
rich people do. Rich people hate their kid, or, don't touch their
Yeah,
kids. They
they're
have nannies
sticky.
and shit.
She goes
Yeah.
further with it too. They're sticky.
sticky, yeah.
It's-
Yeah, I like the I was raised by rich people part of it, and then you're poor. I like you sound poor. Because it's
Yeah.
sort of like a.
Everybody's kind of hanging on the words too. They're kind of just like waiting for like what her punchline's going to be. They don't see it.
For sure. And I actually, this brings up a real good part of what I liked about her. And again, we just did Chelsea Handler. And if I want to compare apples to orange or apples to apples here, Chelsea Handler keeps downplaying the fact that she's fucking loaded, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she wants everybody to know she flies first class and she wants all the clout and all that shit. But at the
Right.
same time, she has that joke where she's like, oh, we had a summer home in Martha's Vineyard. I know it sounds like we're wealthy, but we're not. I'm like, you had a fucking summer home
Yeah.
at all, wherever the
yeah.
fuck. If you had a summer home in the projects, you have more money than most people. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
When she's like, she doesn't, belabor it.
No.
She just like puts in like, listen, I was raised by rich people.
Yeah.
And then makes a great joke out of it that's not self-deprecating, but it's not like, oh, look how great everything is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
she's not tooting her own horn. She's just she's just making a joke, and the reason she knows that joke is because of her life experience. It has nothing to do with like trying to play herself up or down, right?
And not to mention just the build up all the way to
Sure.
getting there. It's just packed with jokes.
Right.
Right? The flat earth thing that she
Yeah.
said, the like her going to a new
That's
barber's
crazy.
easy. Her going to a new barber's easy. What's easier is going to the same barber is easier. Whatever.
Yeah.
But she's still
Joining
that's such-
QAnon's less of a hassle for her.
Yeah,
Essentially.
and it's such a simple turn
Yep.
because it's not even much of a turn.
Yeah, it's great.
But it's just like coming like, nah, this is easier.
Yeah, she's super fun. It's
Yeah.
a really fun joke. It's a really fun joke, and it borders on political without being political, or like ideological without being super ideological. I mean,
Right.
yeah. So I agree. I think it's a really fun bit. I
And
really
she's
liked
right
it.
too, man. Conspiracies are poor people things. No rich person's talking about conspiracies. They know them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they planned them.
Yeah,
They're involved
that's
with
a
them.
poor
They don't
people
talk
thing.
about them.
If you
don't
believe in
talk about the
conspiracies,
crimes you're committing.
you're broke. But yeah, I love that joke a lot.
It's a good joke.
A lot of the special is just like that, though. She just packs the whole thing with jokes. It's really
Agreed.
good.
But she does a lot of subjects that are a little bit. I mean, people do a lot of jokes on, right? She does like her pregnancy fills a lot of it, right? But I do think she comes at it from a different angle, and they're fun jokes. Man, I have two of them that I'm trying to choose from, and I'm trying to figure out. All right, here's postpartum anxiety. So she's talking about how her husband got postpartum anxiety after she had a kid.
So I knew something was off, like, right away, because we got home from the hospital, and he was rushing in to see if she was still breathing. Every 5 seconds, he was like, is she breathing? And before we knew it was anxiety, and because he's a man, it pissed me off. It just felt like he was checking my work. I was like, I just made her. Out of your jizz, by the way. You know that useless goo you shot out of your dick? I put a head and ears on that. Just 3D printed a perfect human being out of that garbage. And you've got the nerve to come in like it's a group project. I'm like, she's done, babe. She's finished, you know? It made me miss this fucking 60s. I was like, go smoke cigarettes and cheat on me like a normal man. You'll meet her when she's 18.
I like that bit a lot. I just love I love the line, the 3D printed a fucking human with your garbage is hilarious to me. I love that line.
Put a head and ears on that.
Put a head and ears on your or whatever. Yeah, it's a little gross, but it's also like I just really enjoy her imagery. I really enjoy that she, like her attitude when she's saying it too, like how it's playful, but it's like mean. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy it.
Yeah, and it kind of it's like detailed, kind of like that Doug Stanhope is like detailed, right? Because it's kind of grossly detailed. Sure. But at the same time, it's actually funny. Like,
agreed. Yeah, so I just really enjoy the way something else I really like about her. Like she did. She has great word choices. She uses very specific words, and uses like uses words to sort of paint the picture a little bit more. She uses specific words rather than general words. So, like for example, she identifies a pillow in one part as a live, laugh, love pillow. And it's important to it's not important to the joke, but it adds a little bit to the joke. She talks about how big her kid was when it was born, and is like she doesn't say it was like as big as a dog. She says as big as a Cocker Spaniel, right? She uses the term like Scientology smile. Like the nurse has a Scientology smile rather than just like she looks goofy or whatever. Cow print smocks instead of like scrubs, right? So just adding a little bit of extra detail. I thought she was expertly good at just gussing up a little bit of the detail, a little couple flowers on the edge of it without taking a lot of time.
Yeah, but it just gives it a polished feel.
Absolutely, and it gives it like a detail that like you can see it. It's imagery that you can see. We're doing a third one. We eventually just play the entire special. But here's one I want to talk about. It's about her breastfeeding.
Okay, it's tough, and he's backed me up. He's backed me up through everything. Like he had my back when I chose not to breastfeed, which is crazy because perfect strangers have very strong opinions about that. They're like, why wouldn't you breastfeed? I'm like, well, it's none of your business, but if you have to know, it's because we're raising her autistic. She's formula fed. She's got all her vaccines. Yeah, she's gonna know her way around a map. Don't come for me when my kid lays your kid out in the fucking spelling bee, okay?
My kid lays your kid out in the spelling bee. The idea of making like the spelling bee violent, I just really like that. So that actually wasn't for some reason I thought I cut it. I had so many clips that I wanted to do. So, but I love that too. I love we're raising her autistic is a great fucking line, dude. I just feel like she has she's just clever and she's polished and she clearly knows how to write. And her performance is just it's no nonsense. There's not a ton of act outs, a little bit, but not a ton.
A couple.
But it's really just tight joke writing. And just really enjoyable. I just really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, same, dude. I thought it was awesome.
You want to talk about what you didn't like? There's got to be a couple things in here we didn't like.
Yeah, there is. I didn't.
Oh, there is. Beware, Rosebud.
Rosebud. I wasn't crazy about the song choice for the intro and the outro.
I liked it. We talked about this, but I love the song.
What song is that?
I don't know.
And you liked it?
Yeah. Well, do I have to recognize the song to like?
Why did you like it?
I just like the vibe of it. I thought it matched the tenor of her vibe. Like, it's just sort of like a slow, sort of.
I didn't like the words.
Folksy.
I didn't like the lyrics.
All right.
Big lyric guy.
Do you remember the lyrics?
Yeah, it was like, I'm sad or something.
I'm almost positive that's not true. I don't know what they say, but yeah.
I'm sad and I'm standing on business.
I'm sad and I'm standing on business. I am. Man, we watched a different special.
Yeah, okay, it might not have gone that way exactly. Something like that.
You didn't like the song. I mean, okay, fair enough. The one thing I didn't like about it, the one thing that I noticed, she brings up like political shit sometimes that is not really necessary. Like, she has this whole thing about being raised by like Republican family. And then she tells kind of a long series of jokes, and they're funny, but they really don't have anything to do with like the Republican part of it. So it's like almost she's like putting it in for no reason,
just to say Republican, pretty much.
Yeah, kind of. Of course, I mean clearly she was raised by a Republican. Her granddad was in the cabinet of 2 Republican presidents. So yeah, I mean it's true. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if her family likes her.
Yeah,
because she clearly broke with them on politics, right?
Yeah, but she might also just be playing that character because she's in New York.
Yeah, I don't know. She also married a Seattle hippie, so
yep, that's a good point.
unless she's playing that part for him as well.
Yeah, dude.
But
she's just an actor.
But anyway, it's a minor beef, but I just thought she brought up politics too often. There's a few times she says it's no big deal. You know what I mean? There's she's like you know,
there's one joke in particular that I know you're thinking of where she kind of calls back to the Republican stuff. And and the joke doesn't necessarily connect or need that.
Yeah, it doesn't need it.
It doesn't do anything for it.
Yeah, the joke's fine, but just the like having it be a Republican part rather than just like you can just say like a conservative Texas guy, right?
Right.
Conservative means a lot broader thing than a Republican does. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and I think maybe she was just trying to use it as a transition and just kind of maybe to paint. Just to kind of paint where she's from or something.
I mean, if that's my biggest beef, it's pretty small beef.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mine's the music.
Yeah, and yours is the music, which is also real small beef.
Yeah,
tiny beef,
small potatoes,
tiny beef.
I thought she was way better while she was pregnant.
In what?
She's had like a glow.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I was like, just because. Are you trying to tell your pregnant lady joke right now? I thought you were trying to like lean into bits right now. You're trying to you're trying to run bits on the podcast, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to do that.
No, I mean I don't have a ton more to say on it. You want to do other reviews? Yeah. Anything else you have to say about it? You want to bring up?
Anything else I want to say? No, I really liked it.
It's good, man.
Yeah, it was good all the way through.
Definitely check it out if you haven't.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's a really good. I think this would be a really good special for people in the community and like the comedy community who like don't really watch stand up and they don't want to watch a ton of it, but they want to watch. Hey, I want to watch. Give me a recommendation for a type or a stand up comedy special I should watch that isn't like, Bart Getz. It's somebody huge. Like somebody who's not quite as well known.
Yeah,
this would be a great one, and for a really big reason to me, I think that. A lot of people are turned away by, or they're like, I'm way dirtier than that person, right? Well, you're probably not dirtier than her. She's pretty dirty. So that wouldn't be the thing you could like step away from. So you just go, hey, look, she's dirty, but look how she's dirty. It's
and
useful.
at the same time, her dirtiness isn't hacky dirty.
No, it's useful. It's
it's just not these like basic hack
exactly.
Like, sucking dicks or whatever. Like,
although she does
have a dick sucking joke, but.
Yeah, she does.
But I'm just saying, like,
actually, it's the opposite of
know the jokes that I'm talking about, though.
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and none of it is like that. This all comes off pretty authentic.
Yeah, it's original. It's authentic. Yeah. So
I think I'm a fan. Actually, I hope she comes to Spokane
for sure. I'm gonna go back and check out her last special. I haven't listened to it yet, but I might even fucking listen to her husband's special just because.
Does he have a special?
They're married. He's got a half-hour special on Comedy Central.
Oh, okay.
I was looking. I listened to about 5 minutes of it before.
Nice.
But yeah, so
it makes sense. She writes for SNL too. I think.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Especially with those kind of.
She wrote a lot for a Weekend Update, which is like the funniest part of SNL. So.
Yeah, a lot of punchlines.
Boom. There you go.
Right.
Yep.
Set up punch.
She knows
she knows how to do it.
She knows what she's doing. All right. Other reviews. This is a somewhat new segment we have. I'm going to try to find one negative, one positive review. These are from IMDb. Okay, so this is from Jesse Burleson. This is on IMDb. It's a 4 out of 10. I really can't stand it when comedy specials show up on Netflix and it's a comedian I've never heard of, acting ostentatious, mugging to the audience, and feeling the need to wait for someone to laugh at him or her. At 54 minutes, Rosebud Baker, The Mother Lode, is that comedy special, a rather generically filmed snippet where a sort of forced laugh track has seamlessly been inserted. I could be wrong, but I sure felt that way. So yeah, I'm not saying Rosebud is dead in the water because she does have attributes, just not in the realm of being humorous. I mean, she's attractive. She's got screen presence and a nice raspy voice. She managed to pick the right Rodney Dangerfield milieu, and the girl can hurl the F word like nobody's business. It's just that I didn't giggle at all during Mother Lode, probably because I was comparing Baker to another potty mouth chick, Nikki Glazer. At least Nikki makes you laugh nervously while being offended by her whole affronting kitten caboodle. Believe that. I don't think I need to read the rest of it.
What's this person's name?
It is Moron McIdiot. It's Jesse Burleson. It's
Jesse Burleson.
Jesse 5.
You're a fucking idiot.
They don't know comedy.
You don't
This
know
person
shit.
doesn't know comedy.
Yeah, you loser bitch. Shut up, dude. How about you don't write your
I think it's a
opinion
dude.
down? Yeah.
And also, there's a lot
Yeah.
of big words being used for no reason. Ostentatious. This is the one we had to look up. What was that? Tumblers?
Tumblr.
Tummlers?
I don't think they know what that means.
Just because we're dumb doesn't mean that's not a pretentious as fuck word.
No. And no. And also just horrible take. Go get a
Yeah.
sense of humor because
Yeah, the idea that there's a laugh track on this is laughable.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, it was pretty
Oh yeah, I'm sure they put a laugh track
Yeah.
in at the Comedy Cellar. You
generically
fucking moron.
filmed snippet where a sort of forced laugh track has been. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? And
What
what
are you
part
talking
of this isn't funny?
And why don't you? And if it, I can't stand when a comedy special shows up on Netflix and it's a comedian I've never heard of acting ostentatious and bugging to the audience and feeling the need to wait for someone to laugh at him or her. Isn't that every special?
And also, if you feel that way, why don't you go watch Chelsea Handler and come back? All right, come back to us.
Dude, I want to see if he has any reviews on her. No. So we do not agree with you, Jesse Burleson.
No, dumb take, Jesse. Keep that shit to
Dumb.
yourself.
Although later we're gonna shit all over her and why I'm better, but that's not. It's not. That's the point. 8 of 10 from Booyah 70. Great name. Great handle. Well. I decided to invest in a comedy special, which I never do, and damn, this was a good one, short and sweet. Great stage presence, fantastic material, and I genuinely wanted to keep hearing more. As well, there was absolutely a bunch of LOL moments. On this journey, I didn't hit pause and almost can't wait for another round from Rosebud. This was indeed the Mother Lode, and I'm okay with decaying on my couch as long as she continues to deliver this type of fantastic stand-up. Kudos to you, Rosebud. You're an absolute gem. I'd 100% watch this again. Would hands down love to see Rosebud live. Boom.
Yeah, word.
Love it, man.
Good take. What's his name?
Good take, Booyah 70.
Good take, Booyah 70.
Love
Way
it.
to be smart. Love that.
Agreed. Also, we have to go back to the other one, too. I fucking hate this shit, too. Why are you... She's just not in the... She's got attributes, just not in the realm of being humorous. He's not... And he's like, she's attractive. She's got screen presence. Like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? Like...
If not in
she's
the realm
cute.
of being humorous,
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
being
funny
funny.
just in how you say that, loser.
Why are you talking about what she looks like, dude? Even though we do that all the time.
Well, we have to. It's part
Is
of the
she
show.
hot? We have to. It's part of the show that we made
We
up.
have to. It's part of the show. He didn't even mention her eyebrows.
Eyebrows are on point, dude.
Yeah, that's the problem with
'Cause they
Jesse
point.
Burt. Jesse
Not
Burt
Jesse
and-
Burt.
Jesse Birkenstock. or
Jesse
whatever.
Burleson? Yeah, whatever. We got that's
Yeah,
good enough for
Jesse
that segment.
Burleson. Yeah.
We did that though. So it was mixed reviews.
I honestly can't believe how you wouldn't like this.
I mean,
If you don't like
I
this,
think-
you just don't like women.
I mean, must be. No, I
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
it's my
I mean,
assessment.
there's things that people like, things that people don't. But yeah, I agree. Like I feel like if you like stand-up comedy, it's weird that you wouldn't like this.
Yeah, what's not to like in this?
Unless you thought it was too. I could see like somebody who doesn't like dirty comedy at all be like, yeah, it's too dirty. I could see
didn't-
that.
I honestly didn't even think it was dirty.
Dude, there's a lot of jizz jokes and
Yeah, but she's pregnant.
she says the C
course.
word. She says
I'm surprised she spelled load that way.
she spelled mother load,
Lode.
Lode like the
No.
like mining term rather than
LOAD.
LOAD, which I
Yeah,
I
which is
think
what she took to get the little rosebud growing in her body. Boom, connecting lines.
bars
Hashtag
Well,
bars.
Rosebud is her name, not her baby's name, but whatever, you know.
No, I know, but she
You know what her
planted a
baby's name
rosebud.
is? Did you read it?
Blossom.
Minnow.
Minnow?
Like baby, like little fish. Yeah, I don't know why I remember that. I just remember reading that and going, oh, okay, cool. She seems
Minnow.
like she'd have a kid named Minnow, right?
Minnow.
Yeah, Minnow.
Is it a girl?
Yeah.
And you're naming it Man?
What?
Men?
No, Minnow.
Yeah. Men is in that name.
No, it's not.
Men?
Minnow. What is wrong with you?
Okay.
Minnow. And who gives a shit?
Just saying. Nope.
Carmen also has men in it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yep.
All right. You're being silly.
Okay, woman-o. You tell me that's not...
You're silly, dude.
All right, dumb.
You're silly.
Sorry. Okay, fine, dude.
Now I have to dump it. No. that was the newer segment. Reviews from one idiot and one cool person.
Yeah. Whichever one agrees with us is the cool one.
Agreed. You're smart. You're dumb.
You're super smart. If you agree with us, you're brilliant, actually. You're a genius.
Super duper smart.
We love you so much.
Because we're very snobby. All right. Are you ready? Good hang.
Good hang. I think she'd be an excellent hang.
I agree.
Yeah, except for when she was pregnant, she couldn't drink.
Oh, she's sober now. She's pretty sure.
Bad
It's gonna be
hang.
fun. Bad hang.
No, I'm sure she
bet she's
seems
awesome.
cool. Yeah, like to get a cup of
I think
coffee.
I think I'll go that one step further. Just from her special, I think her husband's also a good hang.
Oh,
Just by her special, I'm like, I think both of them are awesome. I think it'd be fun to go to a dinner party at their house.
Yeah, they seem like concert folk.
Oh, that'd be
Seem like somebody you go and watch a play with or some shit.
any sort of live performance. They're into live art.
They're a live
Let's give her her. Let's give the life story. They're into live art. They do pottery sometimes. He's got a collection of pogs. She knows how to knit a sweater, but she doesn't really use it. No, not that kind of pog.
Okay. That would be a crazy collection.
That would be weird.
He's like, check it out.
That would be weird. And a felony. Better name for the special. Do you have one?
Yes, I do. Mother Lode, Lode. No,
you were the simplest creature on earth.
You go, and then I'll go. I had one, but I don't remember.
I had one that I don't love. I have a couple. One I don't love. I had before and after because she's doing the thing.
That's good.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But I think I like a line for one of her jokes. What is your goal here? Or what is your goal right now? So we don't really have that
Fat
much
and skinny.
of a name. It's fine. Fat and skinny. Jesus, dude.
Okay. Oh, that's too much. All right.
No, I mean,
That seems
it's
okay.
true. Was she taking Ozempic while she was getting pregnant? Dude, do people do that? That'd be insane, dude. You're like growing a kid. You're like, I'm too fat. Ozempic it up,
Ozempicing
dude. While you're pregnant.
Yeah. That'd be funny. Your
Jesus.
baby comes out.
I would
rail
imagine.
thin.
Pretty weird, dude. Yeah, pretty weird. Not Cocker Spaniel size like old this girl's. Okay. Would this set work in an open mic? We've talked about
I think
this.
it
So let's just make sure that we understand what we're talking about. If you cut up her jokes and you told it at a random open mic, I don't know that this category is really going to work because I feel like most of the time it's going to be like, of course it would work in an open mic.
I think this would crush at an open
but
mic.
the only one that we did like Chelsea Handler, right? That wouldn't.
No.
This would crush it at an open
This would
mic.
crush.
I don't know. There's a part of the special that wouldn't crush during open mic.
No.
Yeah.
Well, and part of that might be too because, like you said, it is a little bit raunchy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That doesn't take anything away from it. I think.
Well, we got
Open mics like the raunchiness.
for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, it would do better at an open mic, probably. So great work, Rosebud. Well, we'll close the book on her, except for we have one more task to do. It's a tough one for us because we both like the special, but
It is.
as you know, we're the best comedians of all time, and that means we're better than all comedians. And that's why we're in my mom's basement filming this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating his mom's cooking.
Rosebud Baker, we're better than you. We're about to tell you why. You want to go first or what?
Yeah.
All right. This is why Colton Drake's better than Rosebud Baker.
Rosebud Baker. I don't even believe that's your real name, Rosebud. And guess what?
Rosemary.
How am I better than you? I wouldn't pick a dumb fucking song to come out to like that. I hated your song. Your song was trash. Didn't like it. It was dumb too. Also, bangs. I would never have those except for when I was in high school that one time. I would never go back to bangs. Bangs are a bad move on anybody. You pulled them off, but it doesn't mean it's good. Didn't like that. You know what? Your whole special is just about you growing a kid. Do something else. You know what I mean? How I'm better. I'm not going to do that. Sorry. I don't know. Rosebud, you did really good. I'm sorry.
Such a softie. That's why Colton Drake is better than Rosebud Baker. Her real name's Rosemary, by the way.
Oh, it's not even Rosebud.
It is Rosemary. She got the nickname Bud as a kid from her grandpa.
So then her
because-
kid is Rosemary's baby.
I mean, that's true. She got the nickname.
Exorcism joke.
Got it.
I don't know. If that means.
So she got the nickname as a kid 'cause she was a tomboy. Her grandpa called her Bud when she was growing up, and then they started just calling her Rosebud. Pretty interesting.
Rosemary is a better. I like Rosebud for a stage name.
I love Rose. I think Rosebud's a sick name, dude.
It's a sick ass name.
I like it.
Rosemary, though, also that's a cute name. It's like bread, and the lady got possessed at one time.
It's like bread.
Yeah,
You say bread?
yeah. Is that wrong?
What are you talking about right now?
Rosemary bread.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's not bread. Damn, this is bad for me.
I thought you were making a joke about her last name being Baker when you said the bread thing. Dude, you are out of it right now. Off the rails.
That might be what I was thinking. Well, when you go
Is that the name of the person
when you
in
go to
Rosemary's Baby or something? What the fuck are you
when
talking
you go
about?
to when you go to Jersey Mike's and you get a sandwich and they have the bread, what's one of their bread options? Thought it was Rosebud.
You thought it was Rosebud?
Yeah, it's not.
I
Rosebud.
don't think so, dude. Rye bread?
No,
Dude, wow.
there's a rose in it. Okay, you go. I'm sorry. I'll look this up.
All right, this is-
I butchered it. That's fine.
You totally butchered it.
That's
All
fine.
right, here's what. Jesus.
Sorry, cut it.
All right.
Drop it. Dump it all.
Yeah, awesome. I got to do more fucking editing because you're crazy. All right.
Look at how much she edited for this. In and out. You
What does
got
that have
it.
to do with her? I'm
No,
talking
she
about my
edited a
time.
lot, though. She went pregnant, non-pregnant so
Yeah,
many times.
what does that have to do with you or me? I have
Neither
to
of us
do
are
work.
pregnant. And he's got.
I got to do work. She's not even doing that. Somebody else did that shit for her.
Rosemary is not bread.
Shut the fuck up. It's a spice. Rosemary's a spice. Okay, I have to do this segment. All right, Rosemary, Rosebud Baker, Mrs. Mother Lode. This is why I'm better. Keep your fucking politics to yourself. I'm not interested in it. I don't care. You know, you're super liberal. You're raised by conservatives. Oh, I take all your money, but I have a different political review. I don't care. Stop filming a special a year apart. What, you didn't come up with other jokes in a full year? You did the same jokes a year apart at a stupid venue like the Comedy Cellar? What an idiot. Ooh, I had a kid. Oh, it's so hard to be pregnant. Oh, call CNN. We finally got somebody to talk about being pregnant as a comic. Oh, my God. So fucking original. Trash. Special's trash. All right, that was how we felt about Rosemary Baker. Love the special. Highly recommend. Please go watch it.
Rosebud, you're dope. Also,
Rosebud. I keep saying, now I keep interchanging it, Rosemary and Rosebud.
yeah, and I was right. I fucking hate this, dude. I'm right all the fucking time.
Why are you bringing it up? It's my bigger point. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, like bread. Like, what are you even doing?
Rosemary Parmesan.
So it's not even rosemary bread. It's rosemary Parmesan
It's their
bread.
style of bread. Yeah.
It's rosemary Parmesan.
Bread. What's her last name? Baker.
Dude,
Rosemary-
I gave you that just now. So
I
don't
know.
even fuck
you
around.
did that yourself. This is what happens. I was right.
No, you weren't. You said rosemary, you said rosemary bread.
Yes.
It's not. It's rosemary Parmesan bread. And also,
It's the
why
same
did you
thing.
just randomly say bread in the middle of a fucking pot? Like, bread. Like, what are you even?
That's what I thought of. What else is rosemary? Is it a spice?
Yes. It's an herb, I believe, but yes, it's a plant. I'm.
Man, well, I'm pretty happy that I was right.
You weren't fucking right. You were 100% not right. You're 50%.
I was
at
not
least wrong.
100%
Shut
not right.
the fuck up.
Yeah, you're mad because I'm right.
No, I'm mad because you wasted 15 minutes on the podcast talking about rosemary and then pretended like you were right. You
was.
weren't fucking right.
I said the bread part.
You said bread out of nowhere. How is that right? You just randomly said rosemary, bread.
No, I brought up the Exorcist stuff first. And then I
God.
said bread.
No shit. That's not what I was talking about. There's two different conversations that we're having. God, I hate Colton. Good Lord, dude.
Dude, I just love this
Fucking
feeling of
Chelsea Handler in our fucking podcast
excellence.
right now.
I love this feeling of excellence.
It's ridiculous.
Don't try to come at me, dude. You didn't even know Jersey Mike's had rosemary.
I don't give a
Dumbass,
shit
dude.
that they have it. I fucking
Stupid.
do not care.
Oh, God. They don't have it at Subway, bro. That's probably why you didn't
Who
know.
fucking cares?
So
Why are
I
you
didn't
talking
know
about
that.
bread right now? Why the fuck are you talking about bread?
Talking about
Has
rosemary.
nothing to do with our podcast.
How do you get
Good fucking gravy.
rosemary?
Eat a dick. All right, we're moving on. You fucking idiot.
Does it grow from a rosebud?
The next name. Shut the fuck up, dude. Wasting our fucking time. And then I have to go edit this bullshit. The next segment is Angry Berg, which we just fucking had. Listener mail, we don't have any. Mom's menu. Mom came through in the clutch, dude. Had badass fucking. We had pot roast with like a brisket and some taters and green beans and mushrooms. It was the shit. Very, very good. Homemade biscuits. She smacked up some homemade biscuits. We had a side salad. It was great. It was really good.
Very
I mean,
good.
no dessert, but whatever.
We did have a salad though. We had an appetizer.
We did. We had a little salad.
Yeah.
That's what I just said. But okay, got it.
Side of rosemary, believe it or not. Bread.
Shut the fuck up. All right, this week in plumbing. Do you have anything else dumb to say? You want to talk about fucking bread?
Smart stuff. Hella smart stuff. Yeah, okay, so this week in plumbing, I am running VTRs, which stands for vents through the roof. All your drains need to vent, right? That's why when I'm feeling drained, I just got to vent. Bars. And so everything, all the vents have to be connected and go out the roof. And that's kind of what I've been doing this week. I have there's I guess some new hats from the company that are coming out.
Oh, you're getting new lids.
I'm getting new gear, which is cool. I love merch.
company?
If you guys know me, big merch
You
guy.
can start selling them at your shows.
Oh no, I don't get that many. You know how limited it is. I'm asking
no
people
idea.
to like put it aside for me. Yeah. When it comes to these companies and their merch, they're like strict, dude.
All right. Wait, is it your company that has merch, or is it another company you're working with that has the hats?
I mean, the company I'm working for is the one that created the hats.
Okay. So they're branded. They're branded stuff.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, correct.
got it.
Yep.
So you're getting new hats. Sweet.
It is sweet. They made pink ones, and I put myself down for the bright pink, which is neat.
Yeah, that does sound like you. You love pink, dude.
I'm a big pink guy.
You are a big pink guy. It's good. It's true.
Yeah, and dude, yeah, that's about it, I suppose. I mean, I got people working, just trying to stay busy, trying to stay ahead of people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. That is Colton Drake with This Week in Plumbing. VTRs, vents through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we learned today. Learned all about your vents through the roof.
Yep.
Love it. Next segment is IG follower count. Colton Drake last week at 452, moved up to 453. Am I right?
That is the numbers I'm seeing.
All right. So he got a +1 in followers. I went from 440 to 443, so I went up +3. So I got 3 followers.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Actually, like Anthony's or Family First followed me, and like some other people who probably already follow you followed me.
Oh.
I got a couple of those.
That doesn't make me feel any better about it.
Yeah. So 443, 453. Anthony. Colton's up by 10, but I won the week.
Well, I tried to put it out there that
silly.
like you were against women or whatever, and just trying to.
Yeah, I mean, I do
Bring your
remember that.
follower count
I do
down.
remember that. Do you remember that from you? All right. So that is IG follower count. Please follow us if you are so inclined. I'm Jay Berg at Jay Berg Comedy. Colton Drake is Colton Drake.
Are we
at
going to
Colton
do who
Drake
we're
Comedy.
listening to this week?
Yeah, I'm just doing I'm just finishing
okay.
out the
Yeah.
IG follower count.
Yep.
Yeah, and so let's move on to who we're listening to for the week. You got, I don't know how to say his last name. You know how to say his last name? Go ahead.
I don't know how to say it.
Mike Vecchione, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds
or
right.
Vecchione or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. You can follow him at Comic Mike V on Instagram.
He's very funny. You guys will
All
enjoy
one
it.
word. Comic Mike V, COMIC MIKEV. I just saw a new guy, just saw a couple clips. I actually haven't done much more than that, but I like the clips that I saw. Bradwenzel, BRADWENZEL. Upcoming gigs, what do you got?
Okay, so it's kind of similar to the same ones I had last week. I'm on the 420 show at Ezzy's Barbershop. That'll be hosted by Brittany Holden. And then Drink and Debate, April 27th at the Spokane Comedy Club. And then...
Yeah, come out to that show. It's a really, really fun show. It's been going on for a long, long time. And it's just really, like, comics get a topic, they drink, they debate it. It's very funny. Yeah, Steve
It's one of my
Johnson's
favorite
hosting
shows
it.
to be on.
It is a really fun show. Check that out. It's really fun when there's a full audience, too. Bigger audience is a real fun time for that one. So check it out. April 27th, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's Sunday.
Yep.
Comedy Club. Spokane Comedy Club.
And then Spokane Comedy Club again for Kevin James Thornton. That's June 8th.
2025. And then also April 19th, I'm at the Draft Zone in Post Falls, and I will be doing
you're doing that
30
show.
minutes there.
That's right. Lila Hart, she's on Little Women LA. She's a little person. And then Brittany Holden is hosting / doing like 20. So that's great. She's great too. And then you'll have Colton for half an hour. And then Lila Hart, like I said. Anything else you got, bud?
That's it.
All right. Next week, you guys. Next week, we're gonna do something a little bit different. You may, if you're a fan of comedy, you probably have heard that Tony Hinchcliffe's Kill Tony show is coming to Netflix in some form or fashion. I'm not totally sure what it's going to be. If it's going to be like a normal episode like they usually have, where they do, some of the regulars and then like the 1 minute bucket mic where a bunch of people have 1 minute to try to prove their mettle. And then Tony and the guys roast them a little bit or give them a golden ticket or say how great they were or whatever. I think it's going to be somewhat that format. We don't know for sure, but we're going to watch that. It's a pretty important move for comedy right now to get a live show weekly on Netflix that highlights up-and-coming comics. It could be really important for comedy, and we'll talk a little bit, probably not so much about that specific show, but more about the impact of Tony Hinchcliffe and Kill Tony itself, those types of shows, where comedy is going. We're just going to have a little bit of a discussion about it. It should be really fun. Hope you tune in next week. It's great. It's going to be fun, man. We'll have Tony Hinchcliffe, the Kill Tony trailer take us out. But before we do that, you got anything else you want to say?
No, man. Thanks for listening, guys. And
yeah,
keeping
man.
Listening. We appreciate you.
Yeah. I've been Jay Berg. I'm going to go to Jersey Mike's and burn it down. And you've been...
I'm Colton Drake. Bye-bye.
Over 250 comedians signed up for the opportunity to perhaps get 60 seconds on this stage. Their time is up when you hear the sound of a kitten. That means they have to wrap it up then, or else they bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. The whole thing's improvised. Anything can happen. Are you guys ready to start tonight's show?
Get lost. God, I'm riffing for 2 tonight, boys. I'm pregnant. Okay.
Who'd you in my pants?
Yeah, this crazy. My grandma hates you.
Is that Tony Hawk? Heath Portis is and has to be the newest golden ticket winner on
Ooh, there's the lovely Heidi, everybody.
What a great lady. I talked to her backstage, and wonderful woman. The are real.
This is Kill Tony.